calculations, you have to assume that you are the assistant accountant and create an Excel worksheet with the table below and answer question 1 to 5. So this table is already given to you. First question is format the sheet and make it presentable, right? So if your entire worksheet looks something like this, then it's fine. You have to make sure that it's properly, you can add borders to it, you can bold the topics. So it's up to you how you are going to format it, but it has to be presentable. That is number one. Number two is rename all the worksheets in the worksheet appropriately. So now we have two here. So how you can rename it is right click on this and go to rename, and then you can change the name here. So you have to rename both the worksheets. What you have to remember is it has to make sense. The names has to make sense. It should depend on whatever is included in the worksheet itself. Are we clear so far, guys?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Next question is create the following fields using formulas, right? So A is you have to calculate the discount. So when you look at this, you have to understand, right? It depending on the customer type, discount is different, right? So if it is silver 0%, gold 10%, platinum 15%, then you have to go ahead and do a if function, right? So to calculate the discount in a question like this, guys, in a question like this, so when you are starting the if function, first you are checking whether, because I have told you always start with the highest number. So you are checking whether the customer type is platinum first. If it is platinum, right, discount is from the total bill. From the total bill, you would take 15% if it is platinum. If it is not platinum, you would check whether it's gold, whether the customer type is gold. If it is gold, you would multiply the total bill number by 10%. And if it is not platinum, if it is not gold, only option that is left is to take 0. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone who is not clear about it? We have done if functions a lot, so I'm not going to do it from the beginning.
Clear, miss.
Okay. So next question is calculate the discounted bill. So discounted bill is total bill minus the discount, right? So you already know the total bill. You already calculated the discount. So your discounted bill should be total bill minus the discount, right? So there's no particular formula associated with it. Total bill minus the discount. That is your discounted bill. Next question is tax charge. The restaurant calculates 5% service charge on the total bill amount of each bill. And I have given you a hint as well. You are supposed to use absolute referencing. What you can do is you can type somewhere saying service charge and it's 5%. And when you are calculating it, it's simply total bill into the service charge. But you are supposed to lock this cell. Right? How you lock this cell is by using absolute referencing. So you have a dollar sign in front of the column name and you have a dollar sign in front of the row name as well. That is how you would calculate the tax charge. Are we clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Next question is final total is calculated as following. So I have given you a equation here. Final total is discounted bill plus the tax charge. You have the discounted bill amount and then you have the tax charge. Final total should be the sum of these two. So it's simply using the sum formula and calculating the final total. Next question is calculate the maximum tax charge. So we have already calculated the tax amounts. It's here what you have to do is use max formula, right? And within brackets you have to give the range and it would automatically give you the maximum tax charge. Are we clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Next we have count the number of customers in the gold category. So it's not just a simple count, it's asking you to calculate the customers who are in the gold category, which means you have to use count if function. So if you look at here, count if, and in this range, you're checking who are the customers in the gold category. So it's the range, and then within quotations, you have to give the category. So you have 2 gold customers. Are we clear?
Yes, madam.
Right. So next question is in a new worksheet, but in the same workbook. So I initially told you this entire thing is known as a workbook. They're asking you to do this in a new worksheet, but in the same workbook. You have to create a drop down list for RIDE ID column values. So this is the RIDE ID, right? So you have to create a drop down. So how you would create a drop down is you would go to data, you would go to data validation, and you would have an option called list, and here you are supposed to give the range of values you need. So you need these range of values, and then you would say okay. Then you will get a drop down with all the right IDs. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Next, they are asking. Using VLOOKUP function, find the customer name and customer type of the corresponding RIDE ID, right? So there's a small mistake there, not the customer ID. It has to be the RIDE ID, right? So here, depending on this RIDE ID in the drop down, you should find the customer name. So you would start by saying VLOOKUP, right? In a VLOOKUP function, first thing you have to select is the VLOOKUP value, the lookup value. So lookup value would be this RIDE ID. And then comma, you have to give the range of details. So you would select the table in bill details here without the column topics. And then comma, you would say which column the customer name is in. That is column number 2. So you would do the customer type the same way. Are we clear?
Excuse me, madam. If we put command false, is it wrong?
You can put false as well. Yeah, no worries.
Okay, madam.
Okay, so next question is provide appropriate validation and error message in the account creation date column where the value cannot be a future date, right? It always has to be a date that is either it should be the current date or either it should be a date before that. So here account creation date, you just have to highlight this, go to data validation, and you have to say allow dates less than or equal to today, right? So today, open brackets, close brackets gives today's date, which I already told you. Are we clear up to that point?
Yes, madam.
Okay, fourth question is on conditional formatting. Display the customer name in platinum category in red font color. So you have to display the customer names in platinum category. I think it was platinum category in red font color, right? So you just have to highlight this. Go to conditional formatting. Go to, I have already added the rule. I think I have added it to gold. So what you have to do is go to classic, go to use a formula to determine which cells to format. What you have to do is now here, right? Customer type is in E, right? So you would lock the column, but you would not lock the row. Because for this particular customer, you have to check this row. This particular customer, you have to check this row. So row has to change, but column has to be the same. So what you would do is you would say $sign E3 equal to, it should be platinum. Right? Then automatically the ones who are in the platinum category would turn into red color. Are we clear about that, guys?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Can you do it again, miss?
You have to highlight this. Go to conditional formatting. If you're adding a new rule, go to new rule, right? And then I'll show it to you from the beginning, then it's easy. Conditional formatting, new rule, right? Go to classic. Go to use a formula to determine which cells to format. If you are using Windows, you will get this option in your first dialog box itself. And then here you are supposed to tell equal, right? So here the cell name is E3. For this cell, you are supposed to check this particular cell. For this name, you are supposed to check this particular cell. What that means is you are supposed to lock the column but not the row, right? So you have to check whether that particular cell has a value called platinum, right? And then you would select whatever the format you want. And then you would say, okay, automatically this would be highlighted. This would be formatted accordingly. Are we clear?
Yes, miss. Thank you.
Okay. Next one is the chart. Create a bar chart to display the total bill and final total for all the customers. Format the chart with title, data labels, and legends. So for you guys, just because you create the chart, you are not going to get entire 3 marks. You are supposed to do the formatting as well. So how you would do this is, they are asking you to select the total bill and final total. Right? So you have the total bill here, you have the final total here. So you would select the customer name, you would select the total bill, you would select the final total, and you would go to insert, and you would insert a bar chart like this. So after you get this, you are supposed to change the chart title here, right? You can change the chart title to something like this, and you can go to chart design and change the layout if you want. So it's up to you. Somehow it has to clearly communicate the values. Am I clear?
Yes, madam.
Right. So that is about the mock test, guys. That's basically it. All these functionalities we have covered. I'm again telling